They'll start by running the option to the right. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Church. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Saints nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start out here with the option left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
24-yard gain on the play.
From the gun, Church airing it out deep for Woods. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Caught, Eifert over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Tua being chased out left. That is caught at the 7. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Operating from the gun. Church eluding the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. It's complete to Grant. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
There goes a deep ball. End zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Seahawks 21. Saints nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. They're going option play on third down. And that is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Fourth down.
They're going to try and throw. Flush to his right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Tua now on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Tua to try again on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now.
Yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
On second down, it's Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Saints, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first and 10. At their own.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early, but that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 19 yards.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Seahawks 35, Saints nothing.
Off play action. Church. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1. on the Seahawks' 47-yard line.
Off the play fake. Church. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A gain of 30.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run it with Carson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Seahawks 42, Saints 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Let's go, D. Riggs. One set. Check right 54. Line street. Watch the screen.
Off play action. Church. Eluding the pressure right. Then he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the gun, Church. Forced out to his left. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On third down, Church. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
5 yards.
On fourth down, Church. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
First down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6.
The kick is good.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into this.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Step, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellows in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. I'll call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. It's a quarterback sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Tua. On the screen, this is Evans. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away.
2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2 and a throw again. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1.
10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
2 and now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Jakeem Grant. Incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Too little, got packed.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing again. Church. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. Touchdown, New Orleans. Robert Woods, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. And come on out here. Come get some. Come on, Mike. Get some. He don't want it. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Buying time to his left. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. And Eifert has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
1 yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, Tua. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
5-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Carson. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 15-yard line.
Single, slop. Hey.
This is Carson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Chris Carson.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. They'll try to run with Carson into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Under 10. Check. Kill.
Now two are going to try and sneak it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And a short gain here as he gets it up, only to about the 6. Emmanuel Agba there on the stop. Again, it's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Church. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. I'm coming after you.
On 4th down, Church. That's to his running back, complete. But he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Mike's 59.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Steps away to his left. Going deep for Eifert. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage. Probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Church eluding the pressure right. And got a man, it's Woods. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 50 yards. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Anthony Averett picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he works free. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Carson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Brought down back.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
14 on the play.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. It's a big play there for the Saints. And even 40 yards. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 40.
From the gun, Church. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun, Church. Eluding the pressure right. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Off the play fake, Church. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by DJ Reed.
The first down pass. Intercepted. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
35.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.